in mind.
All right, we're going over O.J. Simpson and his hypothetical confession, talking about his book, If I Did It. And we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to run it through the software so I can give you guys a demonstration on Veritas, which is now for sale on Gumroad. And I also have it up on Media Multi-Tool website, and it comes in a web app, SaaS, or a APK. So we'll get into this. O.J. Simpson on Fox News. This was never released.
That this is
purely
hypothetical.
Yes.
Purely
Why don't
hypothetical.
you tell me what might have happened on the night of June 12th, 1994? And let's just walk through the night.
Well, first of all, this is very difficult for me to do this. It was very difficult for me because it's hypothetical. I know.
It's difficult for him because it's hypothetical. Doesn't make any fucking sense. I like how he's already getting weird, just like right off the bat. He's just instant weird. Just like not even holding it together at all.
And I accept the fact that people are going to feel whatever way they're going to feel. They're going to, whatever they want to feel.
They're going to think you're a murderer. Yeah.
In the book, the hypothetical is
Charlie pulls that up.
Charlie. This guy Charlie shows up. The guy who had recently become.
I love this poor Fox News host. She's just like barely stomaching it.
And I don't know why you had been by Nicole's house, but it told me you wouldn't believe what's going on over there. And
because you were stalking her. You're Charlie. Got it.
And I remember thinking, well, whatever's going on over there's got to stop, right? So we kind of hooked up together, and I'm kind of broad stroking this. We go over. Get in the Bronco and go over.
Let's just go back and do the details. Where did you park?
Let's do the detail.
You park
in the hypothetical in the alley.
What did he say there? He mumbled something.
We go over. Get in the Bronco and go over.
Let's just go back and do the details. Where did you park?
Let's do the detail.
You park
in the hypothetical in the alley.
Right. You park in the alley.
Yeah.
And you put on a wool cap and gloves.
In the hypothetical, I put on a cap and gloves.
Right.
Yeah.
I like how he's just like, he's completely unaware that he's going in the hypothetical, or what's the alternative? When you murdered her, there shouldn't be an alternative. It should be, of course it was hypothetical, because I was at home that night. I wasn't in the alleyway. You're just, oh my God, dude.
And you reached under the seat for?
A knife. I always kept a knife in the car for the crazies and stuff, because you can't travel with a gun. And I remember Charlie saying, you ain't bringing that. And I didn't, right? But I believe he took it.
Charlie took the knife?
Yeah. In the book.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
He didn't take it in real life. OJ had the knife in real life. Right.
Back gate. You go through the back gate.
Yes.
And it was open or broken or?
I don't recall.
Okay.
I don't think he even wrote this book. I think he had a ghostwriter do it. And so he's getting completely fucked up between the actual night and then whatever his writer wrote.
I go to the front and I'm looking to see what's going on. And I can see that it appears like Nicole had candles all the time. She really did, to keep her overhead down, I think. And music was on. And while I was there, a guy shows up.
So Ron Goldman comes in the back gate.
Yeah, a guy that I really didn't recognize.
And keep in mind, she's single at this point. Like, they're not together anymore. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that, if he's stalking her and she's living in a different house, they're probably on the rocks. So
I had seen him around, but I really didn't recognize him to be anyone. And in the mood I was in, I started having words with him.
He says to you, I just came by to return a pair of glasses. Judy left them at the restaurant.
Yeah, words to that effect, yes.
And
he was I don't know if I believed it or didn't believe it. It was pretty much immaterial because, I was more concerned about everything that was going on.
Keep in mind, he's talking about a book right now. He's not talking about a real memory or anything.
And was fed up with it, I guess. And
you get into a fight. Nicole comes out.
A verbal
fight.
Got a little loud, and by that time, Nicole had come out, and we started having words. about who is this guy, why is he here, what's going on.
And she says, "This is my house. Get the F out of here."
Yes, and
Naturally.
which I didn't like because, once again, this is the same person. And if you read the book, you'll see some things that happened in the 2 weeks leading up to this that were very, very irritating, you know.
What, like her moving on?
And I think Charlie had followed this guy in, wanted to make sure it was no problem, and he brought the knife. As things got heated, I just remember Nicole fell and hurt herself.
She fell and hurt herself all on her own. Had nothing to do with Charlie or him or nothing.
And this guy kind of got into a karate thing. And I said, "Well, you think you can kick my ass?" And I remember I grabbed a knife. I do remember that portion, taking a knife from Charlie.
Now this is where it gets even, if it hasn't been weird enough already, but he remembers grabbing the knife. That's not how you talk about a book you wrote. I remember grabbing a knife. Bullshit, man.
And to be honest, after that, I don't remember. Except I'm standing there and there's all kind of stuff around and
What kind of stuff?
blood and stuff around. I hate to say this, but this is hypothetical. I'm sorry.
Right.
I know we got to back up again.
Right. That's okay. I'm going to back
It's
up.
hard.
This is hard. I know. I'm going to back
it's
up
hard
to
try to make people think that I'm.
I know.
They all think you're a murderer right now. That was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. He breaks into hysterical laughter and then does this like autistic eye roll thing. Like, what the fuck was that? Oh my God. That was just like, I think he was just like relieved and got super weird about just like finally saying it, just admitting it. But that was bad. That was just really bad.
You wrote in the book, "I had never seen so much blood in my life."
Yes.
You're covered, the scene. Can you describe it?
It's hard for me to describe it, I'm telling you. I don't think any two people could be murdered the way they were without everybody being covered in blood. And of course, I think we've all seen the grisly pictures after. So yeah, I think everything would have been covered in blood.
Yo.
And what goes through your mind at a time like that?
I don't know. It's like, what happened?
Right.
Yeah, what happened?
You write about removing a glove before taking.
You see that little switch there in his facial expressions? It goes from like kind of eyebrows up and then suddenly he like zones in on her. Like he realized what she did, which she tricked him.
In blood. And of course, I think we've all seen the grisly pictures after. So yeah, I think everything would have been covered in blood.
Watch his eyes here.
And what goes through your mind at a time like that?
I don't know. It's like, what happened?
Right. You write about removing a glove before taking the knife.
Yeah, that was weird. It was kind of up and then he kind of got like, he's like, what did I just
From
do?
Charlie.
I had no conscious memory of doing that, but obviously I must have because they found a glove there.
And blacking out. Have you ever blacked out before?
He's not even talking about a book anymore. He's talking about his memory. He says he has no recollection of doing it, but obviously they found a glove. Who found a glove? The people in the book?
Not to my knowledge.
No.
No. Of course, if something like this would take place in anybody's life, if it were to happen, I would imagine it's something that you would probably automatically have trouble wrapping your mind around it. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
Staggering first.
What was that? It was absolutely horrible. What was he doing there? This guy's got to be like, pardon my French, too many hits to the head. With maybe in his football's career, I don't know, but how is this guy wandered into this interview, agreed to it, and then just can't even keep his shit straight at all? I mean, did he know that she was going to ask him about the book? Seemed like he wasn't fucking prepared at all. But then at the same time, why was he there at the fucking interview? Why did he even write the book? That's the weirdest part about it. So if you got away with murder and you're going to go write a hypothetical book, like, number one, that's a smack in the face of the family. Number two, it's just creepy. And number three, it's just said, hey, I'm going to confess this way because I'll make some money out of it. I already got off with murder, so fuck it.
Hand details about the crime scene, which he says are hypothetical.
You wrote in the book, I had never seen so much blood in my life.
Yes. It's hard for me to describe it, I'm telling you. I don't think any two people could be murdered the way they were without everybody being covered in blood.
Then you see bloody footprints and you decide to take off.
Yes. Actually, I believe Charlie kept saying, we got to get out of here.
In the book.
And in the book you describe taking off your shoes, your pants, and your shirt and dropping it in a bundle. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And do you remember what happens
Because what are you going to do with it? You know, somebody's got to get rid of, as you may have called during the trial, is wear the bloody clothes. So somebody had to get rid of the bloody clothes.
Right.
In the book.
And you had left your keys and wallet in your pants pocket, and you had to go back and get it?
You know, to be honest, I think, I know that to be true, yes. Yes.
And Charlie is hysterical, screaming, Jesus Christ, OJ, Jesus Christ. And you tell him to shut up.
Yeah, he's in a panic. He was in a panic, and I'm telling him to shut up. Let's get out of here.
So you get back in the car, you take in your clothes, put them in the bundle.
And drove back and it parked a block away because I knew the limo would be there, and came across the backyard through the 2 tennis courts. And you know.
They got a limo picking him up from a grisly murder, huh? Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Came through the house.
So you went through the neighbors.
Neighbors, yeah. He had a tennis court, then I had a tennis court.
And you go into the house, and
Fancy.
what happens in the house?
I ran upstairs to take a shower. I actually ran upstairs and took some of my bags and came back downstairs and put them out front.
In the book. In the book. Yeah. Okay, so this is that's a whole new level of just bizarre and creepy right there. That's the 7 minutes and 46 seconds of the hypothetical description interview from O.J. Simpson. So next we're going to run it through the software and see what we can get.